Yo, yo, yo. It's the Wheelz Show. Man, so on Monday, I had my lift fixed. And, yeah, man, it wasn't just an easy fix. It actually took a lot longer than I thought. The guy was supposed to come and change out the batteries, but he thought they weren't the batteries, which, people just need to do what they need to do and, quit thinking that they know that is something that it isn't. But yeah, they, came while I was getting a massage, and he changed out the charging port, and then left and thought everything was gonna be good. Then he got like probably past Waco, so a little ways away, and he was talking about he can't come back because the lift wasn't working. We went to use it to take a bath, and it wasn't working, and it was charging the whole time, so he had to drive all the way back, doing a job that he should have did the first place. But he came here, to change the batteries out, and he finally came back, and it was one of the batteries that was messed up. So we had it was leaking acid, man. That could have landed on me because I was like under it the whole time when I sleep. So yeah, we just had a bad battery. So that was it, and then everything was good. So I'm just like, man, why didn't you just do that in the first place instead of thinking? You either know or you don't. Like that's the same with one of my doctors. They gave me an antibiotic and they wanted me to take it just to take it. There's no reason. I just had like a little abrasion on my neck, nothing bad. And he didn't listen to me. He just thought I should take it, so I didn't take it. Like why do I need to take it? Like I know my body, and so it's just stuff like that. People just thinking that it might be something. Like I have to know before I act on things. So it kind of bothered me a little bit, but got the lift fixed, and we had to bring my other manual Hoyer lift in there because I thought we would have to use that to, get around into, because he said he wasn't going to come back. So we had to use that, and we didn't even have to use it, and I had to take a sponge bath. I hate that kind of stuff, man. But it makes you appreciate how lucky you are to have a normal bath. Like I love getting in my bathtub, that water, super hot, and listening to my country music, sweating it out like a sauna, man, and just singing along to some songs the other day. Like I started practicing my songs again, but this time I just did it in my head and not out loud. Because every time I do it out loud, my lungs feel weird the next day. Like I worked them too hard. So that's what I do now, because already, like, last couple of days, I didn't go for a walk. Because on Sunday, I think it was, yeah, I went to the studio and dropped another 2 songs that I wrote the previous week and then go on walks and sacrifice my walks. So, like, for me, that's a big thing, because the walks really helped me a lot. Like today, I could have wrote, a verse to one of the beats that I have. I had 2 more beats. The other day, I listened to a couple beats and picked one out. I believe that was Sunday too. And got some new beats. Or just one, really. Because I already had one ready. And now I'm just waiting for him. But I could have wrote the last verse on it, But I just got busy. And I wanted to chill. I went for 2 walks today. My first walk, it was, I think, 102 degrees outside, so I'm lucky my vent didn't overheat, because that does that a lot. But the only times it does it if I'm talking a lot or rapping too hard to the songs or have like mucus in the trach. It just depends on what's going on. So luckily it didn't get hot or overheat, but it did actually right when I got to my driveway, probably a street down. I was like, man, I'm breathing funny. I need to hurry up and get to the house. So I stopped, I kind of relaxed my breathing and, took it down a notch and Then got to the driveway. It's like, man, we gotta change that battery. We changed it, got inside. Went to charge my wheelchair so I can go on the second walk, but man, the power strip wasn't on the whole 20 minutes. I thought I was charging, so I gave it 10 minutes charging because we, figured that out by that time. And I was like, man, but my chair would have made it probably without that charge. But it's kind of low right now, so maybe that did help a little bit. But I definitely know my wheelchair, and I know my neighborhood. I know if my battery's getting low, I know how to cut all the way through neighborhoods to get to my house a lot faster. But if I got enough charge, now I'm gonna cruise along, take it slow, do what I have to. Went to the store today, man, so it was nice, and got me a Big Red, so I like tasting that a lot, and so I got that. And then, we just made a trip out of it, just to do something. But then, yeah, we made it home by 7:30. That's the only thing I don't like about nurses. I mean, I do love nurses, but I'm just saying having that time, it really gets in the way a lot of times when you're really enjoying yourself and you don't want to leave, but you have responsibilities, and that's part of what's going on with me. I got to be back and think about the next nurse at 7:30. So that's the only thing that sucks for me. I hate the time. That just gets on my nerves. I was thinking I was 7:30, got to get there by then, but I'm making it work, and I'm accepting it. Like, I'm getting the care that I need, and that's really the blessing behind everything. So I thank God for that. I'm not complaining, but I just wish it wasn't like that. But it is what it is, people. It's gonna be what it is. Some reason lately, I've been thinking about doing a video to show y'all how I put my shirt on, because it's not just like everybody else. Just lift your arms up, put your shirt on, and that's it. Got the trach in the way, so I have to put the shirt over my head, and then take the trach, the front of it off, and then put it over, and under that, then put the tube back on, and then I have to do my right arm first, because if I do it left, it'll hurt my neck if I try to do the right arm after. So I have to do right arm first, and that's kind of like my therapy, my OTPT. So that's the time that I stretch, move my arms around. But yeah, my right arm goes in. But if I have my shirt's too tight, like my left arm, it's hard to get in there, and you might have to maneuver it in a different way to get my shirt on. And then we got your shirt on, you're good. And then after that, to take it off, same thing. Undo the trach, put the inline in, but take my left arm out, and then go around the trach and over my head to the back of my head. So I have to do all that. It's it's a little chaotic, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad. I used to do it in my chair a lot, but this chair makes me tilt to the right, like lean to the right a lot. So I'm not able to do it in the chair. I just do it in my bed. That's like the best place, clean my underarms. I gotta do that every day, man. Like, this Texas weather ain't no joke. But so I did go to my Uncle Pete's the other day on Tuesday, and I enjoyed time with them. I actually had a pain management appointment to get some more gabapentin, which they can do that virtual, but they rather you go in. It's like 2 seconds. It's like, man, come on, people, I'm not taking that bad of a drug. Gabapentin is not like something I'm gonna go sell to people. Like, I need that myself, and they know that, but it made me get up out of my bed, go up there, say what up, and then bounce. And then we went out to my Uncle Pete's and Aunt Laura's. Man, it was so nice out there to get out there. They have, nice little round pen, and they had a little pony out there. Then my Uncle Pete's friends came out, and they were my Uncle Pete was training their son. So it was nice seeing them. work the horses, and I really enjoyed that a lot. And then, not being inside, being outside in a good shady spot, and then I got to see my Aunt Laura and Uncle Pete's new puppy they got named Scruff. He's like a Jack Russell Terrier, the Harrier kind, and look kind of like a Schnauzer too a little bit. But I was surprised when I got there because my Aunt Laura said she had some things for me, so she got me this shirt I'm wearing that's real nice. And it's like, they have mountains on the tag, and that's like my favorite shirt to get from Tractor Supply, which is like a country store. You get everything there. That's where I get my goat feed, to feed the goats down the street. But I really enjoyed being over there, enjoying the country life, a little bit of what's left. Because, that city is getting closer and closer to their home in Georgetown. So, but it's really nice. I, hung out with a horse. Went up to this horse, Sam. It's one of my Aunt Laura's first horses, and she's like 95 in human years, so pretty old horse. Getting kind of skinny, and that's how it goes when you get older. So I hung out with that horse, went up to him like close, so I could smell my arm, and I could feel his breath like blowing on my neck. I used to be scared that, oh man, they might grab your trach and then pull it out, but like, man, you gotta face your fears. And like for me, that's something, I'm dealing with on a daily. Just gotta face them fears. Like my main fear is like trach popping off, then I can't breathe and then can't put it back on. That's the main reason why I have nurses, just in case that. And of course, I need help getting dressed. And I need help with just about everything. But I'm cool with it. I came to terms with my disease a long time ago, and I accept it every day. Everything that's been thrown my way, I just adapted to it in my own way. And like, I'm just thankful that I have this kind of mind set. Like, it didn't just happen overnight, of course. Like, over the years, I just found, a way to cope with things and a way to accept things, and, let God take control. Like, try not to worry. I still am kind of self-conscious a lot. Like, I don't know, I'm just uncomfortable sometimes, especially when I can't look to my left and see you over there. Like, that's the hardest part for me. And I know I could probably exercise or, stretch it and finally get it back. But I'm to that point where, like, things like that don't really matter as much. I just gotta realize, I always tell myself when I start thinking different, I'm just like, man, I'm 32, and that brings me back to earth because they told me I wouldn't live to 32 or, past 25. So that's why I say, like, 25. And a lot of my rhymes and that really stuck with me a lot. And I think Tupac was about 25, so it's just, I can relate a lot of things with that. But, every day is definitely a challenge, but every day is definitely a blessing, too, man, in disguise. Like, every day, like, something happens, and I'm just like, man, thank you, God, for everything. Like, I'm real appreciative, and I've never been like that before, but living that way and living with no worries, even though you do worry sometimes, it's a healthier way of living, and it's helped me in so many different ways. But yeah, man, can't wait. This album's almost done. Why Not Me? I got 12 songs. I need 2 more, and then another session to get everything sounding right how I want it. And so I appreciate y'all for listening. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Wheelz the Rapper. Check me out on Spotify, Wheelz the Rapper. Check me out on Instagram, Wheelz the Rapper. Check me out on TikTok, Wheelz the Rapper. Man, it feels good saying that, Wheelz the Rapper. But also, Facebook is Ryan Schmidt, SEHMIDT. That's me, baby. That's my last name. I appreciate y'all, man, for everything. I'll holler at y'all later. Wheelz, baby.